If you've watched part 1 to this, you have passed the prerequisite of things girls do. And today you'll be blessed with part 2, which allows you to enter manhood. Oh, yeah. We're starting out with Girls on Tour Toilet Edition. The female species flock to the toilets in groups for many reasons. David Attenborough's going to die an early death if I carry on with that, so let me stop. I don't know about the other girls out there, but I'm not trying to start on Moaning Myrtle on my wands, or potentially get attacked by a troll on the way. So there is a need for backup. It's either that, or she's not picked up on my abort mission eye contact, and we need a debrief in the toilet, or a possible leg up for the escape route. This brings us on nicely to Mary Poppins 2.0. You should know by now that girls are planners and overthinkers, which is why our bags need to be equipped for a potential World War III. They may as well double as a body bag because we carry our whole lives in there. But in the unlikely event that the bag isn't big enough, a few random items may filter through to the car. To be fair, if a girl has about 20 throw pillows on a bed, at least you know she's of age, because she's more than likely using them for back support. Or, like the shower head, they're being used to replace you. The rom-com cry-a-thon. Rom-com with a high chance of depression, or a poorly crafted shoot-em-up devoid of all emotion. It's an easy win, to be fair. And if a girl's asked you to get the ice cream and tissues out and watch it with her, that is her telling you what she wants. She can't just tell you on her own, because then you're only doing it because she told you to and not off your own back because you wanted to. Next up is my favourite of all of them, BBC. Get your mind out the gutter, it stands for Bad Boy Club. Why do girls like bad boys is like asking why does Sakura like Sasuke? Despite all the red flags, a nice guy is never giving you a challenge or an adrenaline rush. Girls love a challenge and you're not getting that from a simp with no backbone. And if you feel the need to announce to the world that you're a nice guy, you're probably not a nice guy. More time, you're probably a narcissist dipped in shit and rolled in glitter. Moving swiftly on to Rain Man. If you've ever wondered why girls have this ability to just recall shit from years ago, midwives actually put us through some elite training between 12 to 18 months to train the anterior cortex to process and recall emotions. That's also why we're good at problem solving and multitasking, to be fair. Superpower tings. Oh my god, I just had the maddest flashback to flying down the stairs as a kid. Nah, I'm actually baffled. Surely I'm not the only one. Mad. While we're on the topic of superpowers and girls thinking guys are telepathic, I think this one needed more explaining. More time it's not actually to be petty. Most common reasons is not being ready to speak about it, or it's actually not that deep, and it's a case of us picking our battles, or we feel like you just wouldn't understand, so then it would actually just take more effort to explain. The best thing you can do in this situation is just give her some good dick and some food and she'll be calm. I think I can do you one better than that. I've just found a pro-con leaderboard of the guys I was speaking to before my most recent ex. So obviously we're going to go through it. This did used to come with pictures and names. However, I do like living currently, and if this landed on their FYP, oh my god, who did I think I was? Fucking Tyra Banks. First of all, I think we can just speed right over the future husband part because that is just embarrassing on my part. Defo questioning my thought process on giving him a section of my will though. So this guy, really nice, kind of a work husband type of situation. He was an influencer though, so it was all he would ever talk to me about. He had so much going for him apart from the fact that he was the type of guy that would reply to a story with a fire emoji and then proceed to say, what you up to? I'm normally not petty either, but I remember distinctly his beard was outgrown one day and all I could think about was kissing him and actually getting a hairball in my mouth. And I have never deaded something off quicker. Okay, the next one. I don't really care for star signs, but my sister does, and apparently him being a Cancer was a good thing. Met him at uni, good vibes, good fashion sense. We'd been friends for time. But man's out every weekend on the sesh getting K and losing cash in cash machines. So he just wasn't husband material. This next one, you don't even understand. It was a lift situation where man pressed all the buttons and took me to the top floor of the hotel. It was 10:10 until the cleaner walked past. However, that experience was 3 years prior to this being made. But again, dead chat. I'm sure he knew this though deep down, which is why he let his penis do the talking instead. You've not spoke to me like that in 3 years. Why am I opening a picture of your penis at 7 a.m? Survey says, Oh my god. This next one, oh my god, again, chat drier than the fucking Sahara. It's a small talk, man, I can't deal with it. Not every day, how's your day been? And man had the audacity to also call me baby during all of this. It still shocks me to this day that after all those red flags, I still ended up sleeping with him. And that I had high hopes. Just because you're lacking, not packing, babes, don't mean your ego needs to make up for it. Tell me why man's doing the bare minimum and looking at me and going, but baby, what's wrong? What's wrong is me coming here thinking I'd be able to orgasm. However, I do hold myself fully responsible for this because all of the signs were there that were just blatantly ignored. Back at it with the star signs on the last one. As you can see, I was quite conflicted. The kicker though was that he just reminded me so much of my gay ex, which is another story for another day. This is spicy things guys want but don't ask for. Imagine asking for something you want and actually getting it. Mad concept that. Girls, get your notepads out. You might be bossing it in the boardroom, but are you bossing it in the bedroom? You know what you want, because you shaved just in case and you're wearing a matching set. So why is it so hard to initiate it? Girl, you don't even need to be specific. You could literally be out in public. Do this and the odds of you reaching an O will actually be in your favour. Okay, watch. Eye contact. And then you're going to do this. Follow with 5 magic words. You know what I want. May as well call him Waze because he's going to find the quickest way to get you home. I don't think you're mentally prepared for the spicy time you're about to have. One thing I will say though is please don't expect me to cover hospital bills when you get put in a wheelchair. Now X marks the spot could easily have the same outcome. Okay, so just bear in mind prior consent is key. This one's where you lead him to the treasure and show him what you want. Particularly when you're with him and he's busy. He could be working at home, on the phone, playing card. Whether it's on you or on him, you chance. Believe me, the second he's finished what he's doing, he'll transform into Arnold Schwarzenegger and terminate your ass. In the best way possible. This is the greatest show. Okay, here's the thing. Girls use their imagination more, but guys are very visual. Very. So when he's hitting it like a piñata, you gotta make that a whole performance. In your notes, underline eye contact. And if you hit the right notes, standing ovation. That was a nice little segue to suck it and see. If you're going down on him like the sunset, just make sure it's not drier than the fucking Sahara and that you're focusing on the tip of the iceberg with eye contact and no teeth. And then when he, the last thing you want him to do is stand up and walk away. Treat it like he's got an ankle tag on and he's just tried to step out of his perimeter. So now he's doing jail time in your mouth for the next 2 minutes. Okay, 8 to glory. If you're uncultured, just Google it. If he's trusted you enough to put you in the driver's seat, you're going to need to go Jessie on his ass and ride him like she rides Bullseye. Preferably for longer than 5 seconds. The man needs a break. Okay, the trifecta. And no, I'm not talking about Pineapple Express. Although, primary research has shown that most guys prefer Mish for this exact reason. Eye contact, easy access, and they still have a finger free for your magic button. Venus flytrap, use at your own caution. If you've noticed he's Nintendo switching up the positions, fun fact, it's because he's trying to last longer. And if you want to steal his soul like Shang Tsung, just wrap your legs around him like a koala and keep him there. It just may result in pregnancy. Seeing as the other video got removed, here is spicy things girls want but are too shy to talk about. A TikTok for the sake of all females, I would appreciate it if we could keep this one up. Number 1, pilot. Don't worry, no girl is expecting you to be Tom Cruise. What I mean by this is when initiating spicy time, you got to treat it like episode 1, season 1. This is where we're going to need you to set the scene. You kind of want to tease it a little bit, just like a movie trailer for the main event. Numero 2. Ooh, the claw. Oh, I hate myself. The best way I can explain it is like the fucking grabbing machine in Toy Story. Yeah, that in and out combo might just score you front row tickets to see Shamu the whale at SeaWorld. Ah, the good old 80-20 rule. This applies to many things in life, but it should be particularly considered in the bedroom. Okay, first off, I need to explain what it feels like for a girl. I still don't think this does it justice, but you know when someone traces down your back with their finger, super slow, and it makes you shiver down your spine and gives you goosebumps? Imagine that, but times 100. You wouldn't want someone to rush through it, would you? You'd want them to take their time, slowly, so you can feel everything. The same theory applies 80% of the time. And if you do the 80% right, best believe we want you to morph into Woody the Woodpecker for the last 20. I'd just like to publicly apologise for using a Disney character to title this next one because it couldn't be less PG if it tried. But I think you get where I'm going. Believe me, the last thing we want is for you to be quiet. You should already know most girls need a lot of reassurance, but particularly in this department. If you're struggling to get her over the finish line, just tell her what she's doing good because I promise you she will transform into the Flash. This one's kind of on the same wavelength. I don't know what it is, but there is some kind of magic that happens when you whisper in our ear and tell us exactly what you're going to do next. It's like the best bedtime story ever. And if you combine that with, Niagara Falls. Just trust me on this one, there would not be a whole app dedicated to it if it wasn't the case. Rey Mysterio with a 619! No, I'm just kidding. For the love of God, please do not be trying out WWE moves on her. What I mean by this is most girls would not be against being thrown around the room a little bit. I don't think you understand how many things a woman has on her mind in a day. So during spicy time, this is probably why she wants you to take the lead. Believe it or not, right now, at this moment, you are her mental holiday. I would give you my rendition of Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus here, but I think we can both agree that I need to stick to my day job. This one's fairly simple. If there's a wall, use it. This is things girls do when they like you. Number 1, whack-a-mole. Have you ever just had like a girl be everywhere to the point where you've questioned your own sanity? Well, I can in fact confirm you're not going crazy. Like the game, when a girl likes you, she is going to be popping up fucking everywhere. She'll have her ways of finding out where you are, and she'll make sure she's there, just so she can accidentally bump into you and strike up a conversation. And if she physically falls into you, she's probably watched every rom-com on Netflix to prepare for this moment. She's hoping for you to get down on one knee then and there. Number 2 is mirroring. Okay, a girl's logic with this one is so that you see her as having a lot in common with you. And it's also kind of an evil psychology thing to make you feel more comfortable around her. For example, if you sit with your leg crossed and she suddenly does the same, she's into you. If she starts coming out with some of the phrases that you say, she's into you. And if she starts randomly pulling like ancient stats from a sports team you like, for example, she's into you. And she's probably just been sat there for the past hour revising your team so that if you do ask her questions, she knows her shit. Okay, I feel like number 3 should be a given because every single girl doubles as an FBI agent. If a girl likes you, you can guarantee she has stalked your whole social media feed plus your tagged photos and looked at your friends' accounts to find photos of you. She's analysed your Snap score, seen where you are on Snap Maps, and she might even take it one step further by shooting her shot and asking your friends if you speak about her. But only if she's feeling really brave. Number 4, get the London look. So apparently I do this, and so do my friends. So I'm guessing that makes it universal. But when a girl likes you, she's gonna look at you like this, with the little side smile. And if she likes you, she's gonna do it multiple times. 1, because she genuinely can't stop looking at you. 2, because she thinks she's the main character and she's trying to be mysterious. And 3, because she's hoping you're gonna lock eyes and have some mad eye sex across the room. Okay, the 3-heart rule is so dumb, but I feel like most guys pick up what we're putting down. If a girl has liked 3 of your photos simultaneously, particularly old ones that aren't having much activity, that is her shooting a shot. And now the ball's in your court as to whether you DM her or not. Okay, number 6 is the novelist. If a girl likes you, she's gonna ask you so many questions, and in doing that, you're probably gonna end up sending dissertation-worthy messages to each other. So if she's got verbal diarrhea to the point you're having to double scroll through messages, she's into you. I saved the best till last for this one, Psychic Sally. If she asks you for your star sign, you are in the rankings. But if it progresses and she asks you for your time of birth and place of birth, she's absolutely definitely into you and you should probably run because what follows next is manifestation and witchcraft.